points. Agility is pretty decent though, so they can, you know, tickle fight some of the very weak enemies right now if they don't have any abilities. But all importantly, let's see if they get any help out of these chests in the throne room.
All right, we're gonna root for Erdrick's token, Stones of Sunlight, and a magic key. And let's see. Nope, I lose. Well, Curse Bell isn't. And that's okay. Oh, sword. Okay, this race is over. Have a nice day. New seed.
So forget about that cursed belt. That sells for 180 gold and a potential copper sword, but they have the best sword in the game. So we're gonna expect a few quick levels right out of the gate here.
Yeah, everybody always says, "Oh my gosh, Lord of the Synth rolled this. This is gonna be a really crappy seed." And I'm like, that's a load of you know what. I've seen Lord of the Synth roll these seeds, and they're always over in like 70 minutes or something like that. We're gonna be done in a real hurry.
Yeah, and both runners actually making a beeline towards the desert tiles, which is the highest encounter rate tile in the game, in order to get these battles over with more and more quickly. And it just so happens that I think the initial zone extends down here to the southwest, so they are picking up the Drakies and the Ghosts and the Slimes. They'll make quick work of those. After a couple of levels, I expect to see them branch out and try and find the intermediate monsters. Unfortunately, the Slime shows up with Hurtmore and takes down Angel, so early luck goes for Tristal. Is Tris luck? Is that a thing?
You kind of wonder. You kind of wonder. Now, but there's one thing I'm very interested about. Neither of these runners are going for the intermediate zone straight away. So I'm kind of surprised with them, considering that they have Erdrick's sword, but it looks like Angel's doing that right now.
Yeah, Sharlock pretty close to home. Still just red slimes in what I think is probably the intermediate zone. He'll be looking for something a little stronger. But yeah, I guess...
there we go.
Yeah, the Wolf, this will actually be tough here because he only has 9 hit points, so yeah. The agility not quite enough to actually break the Wolf, so the Wolf's still hitting pretty hard. But if he gets back up there with, well, no, he can't really. It's only 19 hit points, and you have to walk through swamp to get there, right? So I don't know that he can beat the Wolf yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, and I totally can understand why Tristal's hanging out here in Zone 0, but a lot of these monsters here are really weak. We're just seeing ghosts and drakies. We're not seeing scorpions or magicians or anything fun like that.
And Tristal did just get level 3, which only got 1 more hit point, so he's playing it safe and just trying to get the 35 experience points under his belt necessary for level 4, and maybe we'll get a healing spell or a nice bump in HP so that they can actually survive some of those battles against, you know, warlocks and wolves and things.
Bingo.
Here's a skeleton. This is a good try for Tristal if he can withstand the counterattack, and it's just stop spell. That's a really good enemy right now.
Yeah, but Angel did run into a Drakima over on the left, so that was good for 20 points as well. So we have dual level 4s here. They're both in really good spots right now.
And Angel's actually taking a quick look out on the map just in case there might be something, a town or a cave very close by. Just getting out to the edges of these initial zones. Didn't see anything but a dead end to the southwest. And what was that the Drakima had that he took him down here?
I didn't notice. I was watching Tristal's side where he knocked down a wolf and he won a DPS race, and I love it when people try for that DPS race.
Oh, there's a heal spell acquired on I think level 4 it was, or was it level 5? So
no, it was level 4.
So yeah, all of a sudden the wolf is a great enemy to run into because the heal spell is enough to out heal the damage. You know, wolves right now will probably do like 8 to 15 damage or something. Warlock's a great enemy here as well that you have now that you have the heal spell. So Tristal with the early experience edge so far, as Angel continues a little bit of exploration now up along the river. Manages to run from the Star Wyvern with 34 agility. Now here's an Axe Knight with the ambush. That's not going to happen here.
No, meanwhile, Tristal's definitely doing an up to NG here and continuing to grind and grind and grind until he finds something that's a bit comfortable.
I like me some wolf. The wolf is such a juicy enemy. I could stay with wolves until level 8. Let's see how long Tristal stays for it.
Yeah, let's see. You know what? I think it's just those very two tiles that Tristle's bouncing back and forth on between the
Unfortunately, I think the
bridge and
bridge is a 1 in
swamp.
24 encounter rate tile. So that is, if it's really just those tiles, it's going to take him a little longer to get the encounters, but he is getting the enemies that
Yeah.
he's looking for there.
Yeah, that's true. And ooh, maybe it's just that one tile, unless he's just getting unlucky and just running it. And Drakey just happens to be a part of Zone 1. Nice wolf defeat over there by Angel, though. Get him up to level 5.
Yep. So they both do have the heal spell now. Tristal's got a little bit of a lead on the experience. Angel has peeked out in a couple of different directions. No towns or caves just yet. We did see Charlotte Castle is pretty close to start. Good to know where that is early, but yeah, now we're pretty much looking for these. The skeleton, the warlock, and the wolf seem to be the choice here for at least the next couple of minutes.
Slightly unlucky there by Tristal getting the dodge on the wolf, but it's all okay. Going up to 278 experience. Meanwhile, looks like Angel gonna do a little bit of exploration. Up, dead end.
It's good to get some of these dead ends out of the way early, though. He's got the knowledge. Wraith is actually an enemy he could probably beat here. So
Yeah.
sometimes the exploration pays off in this way as well.
Yeah, that's a great win there by Angel, getting 42 points out of that, and level 6.
Well, look at how
And
good Tristal is doing with, like, he's actually used all of his MP. I don't think he's taken a single death yet in this match, so he's really squeezed all the resources down, and if he gets the skeleton, he'll actually get level 7 without taking a death yet.
you know what else he got? You know what else Tristal got? He got a Kaishin no Ichigaki.
First one of the match. That's going to be probably more of those in our future. The hurt spell has been acquired as well. With the Erdrick Sword, probably not going to be using the hurt spell so much. Tristal is doing an interesting walking in the swamp here to take an intentional death. Doesn't care about the gold. He already has his weapon in the game.
So I always call this a perfect grind when you wind up with 0 HP and 0 magic. That is exactly how if you're going down, that's how you do it.
Yeah, and Angel is continuing. I think this entire southern part of the castle is a bust. I think he's gone in all the directions, southwest, south, southeast, and you pretty much are going to have to go north through this swamp and past Charlock, I think, to get to the rest of the seed here.
Yeah, we definitely have a good match still going on, even though Tristal has a significant lead of about 120 points with no hurt more hanging out yet. Angel does have a slight exploration advantage here.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you, Game Boy. You're quite good at this game yourself. Now, to me, what is the purpose of the exploration right now when you already have the sword? Like, what emergency is there that you really want to find right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Erdrick's armor would be really nice.
Yeah, I mean that would help for sure. But I mean, I don't know. To go out and risk running into Star Wyvern and Axe Knights when you already have the sword, so it's not like things are gonna go much faster for you by finding a cave. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's at that point. The big thing is, oh, I'm going to explore. Oh, I found Hawksness. Here's a possible grind. Oh, I found the Stone Sunlight. That's one thing off the list. Or it's stuff like that. So
yeah. Now, I mean, if you can survive all these encounters, like right now, he is successful against Droll Magi and things like that, and he has the heal spell. So if he's winning these battles, Angel. It's definitely worthwhile.
That was brilliant. Well done.
I think Tristal just managed to get away from an armored knight. Notice the agility score is actually quite high for level 7. So now if you did want to do some exploration, you'll have a pretty good chance of surviving some battles. And look at this for Angel here.
Yeah, big find in Remolder here to get those keys. So might be knocking off some items off the list here. Meanwhile, Tristal finds Hawksness. At least he'll have the information. If he runs into an Axe Knight, if he runs into an Axe Knight and he gets hurt more eventually, that'll be nice. But finding an Axe Knight now...
Yeah, he didn't even bother going into Hawk's Nest, just making a note of where that is for later. Now, that was a little unlucky that he failed so many run attempts against the Axe Knight there. They do have high agility, but yeah, that's what happens when you start exploring. There's no way around it. You do have to get started eventually, and they are strong enough now to withstand some of those medium-sized fights. So Angel goes and gets the flute out of the one chest here, so a little bit of an items lead, if you will.
Yeah, that fairy flute is a bunch of you know. Oh, I totally would have gotten a leather armor.
But look, he has things lit up on the tracker that Tristal doesn't.
Yeah, I suppose. And Tristal is going south, so he is going to find out that the entire southern part of Tanagel, the country of Tanagel, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, is not very plentiful.
It's funny you bring that up. I feel like I was just watching a movie the other night, some kind of like teenage kids that were something about King Arthur, and I never knew that King Arthur's birthplace was Tintagel Island or something. It was something extraordinarily close to the castle from this game.
It
can't be a coincidence. I don't know.
Yeah,
not sure if anyone else has the knowledge. Maybe they can expand on that in chat.
Yeah, look what happened to Angel, though. He ran into Breckenary, which, well, that's a bunch of at this point. I mean, unless you find a silver shield, of course, and you run into a gold grind, but he's also found the harp conversion guy, awesome person dude thingy, so we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, they are starting to venture out and finding the first few towns and caves now. Pretty quickly after you get these levels under your belt and you're able to survive these battles, you do want to gain experience as quickly as possible to beat the Dragon Lord at the end, but you also, in order to get to the Dragon Lord, you have to acquire the quest items, which are scattered throughout these towns and caves. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can explain that a little more, Game Boy.
Yeah.
But first, level 8 has Hurt More. What do you think of that?
Yeah. So obviously Tristal's going to be on the roll now. Now over in Angel FM, I noticed that he was challenging a Wraith Knight. The Wraith Knight had Hurt More. I still like the strategy that go for that DPS race. He's got a lot of attack power. Didn't quite work out. Still love the idea. He then knocks out a Wolf Lord for 52 points. So, oh, did the Wolves have sleep?
Fortunately, the wolf isn't going to be too much of a problem anyways at this point, so he is able to withstand that. They did gain a bunch of HP over the last few levels. Remember, in the first few levels, they were at around 20. So now, like, Tristal has 73 HP, which is actually enough to withstand a Dragon Lord Breath attack, which I don't think we've seen any of those yet.
We have a key, we have an herb, we have a torch, and we have a death necklace. How about some spaghetti? There's no gold grind here.
It's a pretty slow gold grind, I suppose, if you really wanted one. There is an extra key in there, so I don't know how useful that is, but yeah, I don't know if we've seen anything for sale necessarily. Fortunately, they already do have the best sword in the game, so if they have to settle for the large shield, then, that's probably not too much of a problem. And Angel's heading for the basement here.
Looks like that Swamp Cave north, as we see Tristal knock out a Droll Magi once again. And Angel's going to do the same thing here, I believe.
Yeah, Droll Magi is a perfect enemy at this point in the game. You can do plenty of damage to it. It's not going to be able to take you down. You have enough HP to withstand it. You just heal up after the battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a lot of experience, and it gives quite a bit of gold as well. I think he's just going around. Now, this is a closer one. Magic Wyvern's going to hit him pretty hard. I'm curious if he's going to be able to... Ooh, a 9 is a low roll there. Yeah, he's going to run.
No.
I think that is just a little too tough right now until you get, like, the sleep spell even would be good for that enemy. Or heal more. But, yeah, right now, just a little too tough.
Oh,
here's the other side. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a nice little find. We're going to have a spot 4 steps south of the spa here. And we have the Stones of Sunlight. That is one of 3 required ingredients we need to win the game. We're going to need the Stones of Sunlight, Erdrick's Token, and we're going to need the Staff of Rain. How do you get that Staff of Rain? You get it by the Silver Harp. You run into that staff conversion dude guy thingy. And then you run into the Jerk, which Angel FM ran into. You turn in those 3 items I was talking about. And then you take the Rainbow Drop, into Sharlock Castle, which was very close to Tanagel, and then you go all the way down into the depths to knock out the Dragon Lord. First person to do that wins the race, wins $1 quadrillion, and more importantly, faces NES Cardinality in the winner's semi-final.
Yes, indeed. And so while that was going on, Tristal did also find Rimildar, so he has keys as well. He actually checked the shop there, which I didn't notice if Angel had checked the shop. There is a magic armor and a silver shield in that town, so if you wanted to grind that death necklace chest 100 gold at a time, you could get some really good gear in that town. He settled for the leather armor for now. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Angel now knows where Sharlock, the Harp Cave, and the Rainbow Drop Cave are, so it's good to have all those out of the way.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to remember where they are for later, but he's found them all.
Tristal nailing a 27 and 64 to knock out the Demon Knight. That's really nice. A really nice kill there for 90 points.
What was the 27 and 64? What happened?
Oh, he hit the Demon Knight 3 times.
Ah, okay. Without the dodge, they do have a very high chance of dodging, so always good to be able to not see that while you're battling.
Well, by the way, we have level 9. The stats aren't all that significant, so
yeah, interesting. They picked up Repel though, which goes really well with Hurt More. So you get Hurt More on level 8. Now you have Repel on level 9, and that's just going to make this go so much faster. They can concentrate on dealing damage to the really big enemies for lots of experience, and they won't get tripped up so often by the small enemies.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tristal gets a 15-yard penalty. He ran away from Goldman. Very disappointed in him.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just throw the Hurt More at the Goldman because I just don't want something bad to happen. You know, he blocks you and shows up with the DL2 breath, and it's like, man, why didn't I just Hurt More that guy?
Now that's a monster I'd want to run into over on Tristal's side. Axe Knight. Bam! See you later. 130 points. Wraith Knight's also a nice find. A little surprised Angel's not Hurt Mooring the Wraith Knight out of the game, but no matter. Got his 72 points either way.
So note, Game Boy, that Tristal swung Erdrick's sword at the Axe Knight and did just 13 damage. So notice the strength score is only 33, and we're already on level 9. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if that progresses a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point you're like, oh, are we gonna go to level 19 to win the game or something like that? As we see Silver Shield available in Garanham that Angel just found, but
yeah, the leather armor there too, he didn't even bother. So it's just like, he's probably just pretty much looking for the large shield. I know when, you know, on these seeds where you don't have a grind available and you already have the sword, if you can just get that large shield out of the way, you figure you're going to find Erdrick's armor eventually. Although nowadays it can be in Sharlock, right, Game Boy? So that's a whole other problem if that's the case here.
Oh, yes, the Erdrick's armor could be found in Sharlock, and so far, and we're down to like 11, 12 boxes to go and we might have that exact situation. No, you know what, though? Now, as Angel finds the mountain cave, Tristal could go back to Hoxus now with Hurtmore and figure out and see what that monster over there is.
Yeah, you could get a pretty good grind opportunity mid-game, potentially, or just, you know, there could be something valuable on the spike tile there. In the town of Garanham, which is where Angel had to go through to get to the mountain cave here, he did pick up the harp. So a little bit more of an exploration lead now for Angel is he has 2 of the 3 items, and Tristal still has 0.
Yeah, that is something we're going to have to keep in mind as this race progresses. Even though Tristal has a 700-point advantage, that advantage can go bye-bye like that.
Yeah, half the battle is getting yourself into grind and go status earlier than your opponent, because then you can dedicate yourself to grinding the best possible experienced targets. So it's even getting into that mode like 5 minutes before your opponent, you can wipe out all sorts of experience point leads. So, oh, and there's
Well,
a 16-point boost finally on the strength for level 10. So I was wondering if that stat was going to lag way behind, but we did get a nice bump there.
yeah, so now level 2 is only slightly below average now instead of, like, wow! That's
Oh man,
weak!
even more good news for Angel FM. Erdrick's armor is in a chest in the mountain cave. So he has the sword and the armor that you're going to use to finish the game. Shields are sort of optional. And he only needs the token now to basically be ready to finish the seed here. So, because he already knows where the trading caves are. So, wow.
Another great decision by Tristal, going for the DPS race on the wizard and wins. Big experience there.
Oh, wizard with mediocre strength. That's fantastic. Yes, they have good HP, and somehow he outlasted it. And he is doing what you mentioned, Game Boy. Why don't we go back to Hawksness here and check out what's on this spike tile?
Yeah, he's read my mind.
And from his perspective, you could dig up the armor out of here, or any of the quest items. And this could also be a really good grind. Let's see what's here.
And Armored Knight, that's like the second best monster you can find. It depends on how far Hawksness is from Tanagel, but I'd still say that's a good find. Ooh.
Yep. Right now the strength is a little low, so they'll probably want to go with the double hurt more strat, which he is going to maybe land 2 out of 3 here. Well, just barely survives the fight, and we'll get to see what's on the tile, if anything, but no. A lot of things just kind of going Angel's way in terms of item accumulation and exploration.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that over in Tristal's side yet, but I think the clock's starting to run here, so Tristal needs to start hurrying it up and doing some exploration. And look, Angel's just found the grave.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden, if he full clears this, he will have cleared almost every place that you can go. He's seen the Tentacle Treasury. He's been in the back of Garenham. This is the second of the 2 big dungeons. There won't be too many places left for him after this, and if the token is in here, then he's basically done. So we'll see. 5 chests available if he can survive the trip through here.
Yeah, at that point, he'll be wondering where that swamp monster, what the swamp monster is, because he does know where the swamp is, and Tristal's about to find that out himself. As a matter of fact, I think Erdrick's token's almost surely going to be here. I mean, it's either that or it's going to be in Cantlin.
The Radiant casting tells me he's going to check out this spike tile, see if it's an Axe Knight. It's something better than the Armored Knight that he already saw in Hawksness. So he'll just go check this out. He also could potentially go for a preemptive Princess rescue. They haven't found Cantlin yet. Could potentially lead us to the token. So we shall see what he wants to do here.
Yeah, I believe I saw gold, a magic key, and another magic key. Well, gonna have to dig a little bit deeper to see if Erdrick's token's in the grave. Level 11 for Tristal, 3-1-3, and wow, that is a totally mediocre level.
So we got the sleep spell, so if they do happen to run into the Stone Man, if you wanted to, you could put him to sleep and then run away. They have pretty good agility, though, so he just chose to run away directly. There's a couple of other monsters, like the Magic Wyvern. Sometimes it's nice to put them to sleep first, although they're so strong that they can just hurt more monsters like that. So not a great level, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just going to report to Hawksness for his grind. But let's see.
So if Angel does clear this, and he is running low on resources, so we'll see if he gets to the bottom. But I don't know if he's found Tablet Cave yet. I don't know if we've seen the bonus Stones of Sunlight Cave. And then it's just the search spots for him.
We have not run into the bonus cave yet, nor will we run into the Tablet Cave. So, I mean, those two are still relevant. As we see Tristal finding the stones, so he's slightly catching up here on exploration.
He's on the board. 1 of 3 items required to open up the entryway to Charlock.
Tristal noting the magic armor at Cole, so Might be something he pursues here. I don't know if he's gonna do the Death Necklace slash the slow goal grind here, but I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, if you can find either of these big dungeons, that's the first step. So approaching the 4th chest now for Angel.
I did not see what it was.
I think it was just gold, so no token there.
Well, he's up to 3,000 quid, so you know, you start to dream here a little bit.
They also both already picked up the Death Necklace, so there's really nothing else that they'd be looking for besides the token at this point. Everything else that's sort of required has been found. Approaching the bottom chest now. If it's here, he's in grind and go. But no token.
So it looks like Cantlin is might be more and more required here. We have run into at least one curse belt.
Yeah, and Hawksmith's was empty, right? So yeah, that belt says it's got to be something in coal, which there was something, and maybe there's also something in Cantlin. We'll see. And we also have the Stones Cave and the Tablet Cave. That's pretty much it for where the token could be now. So that happened pretty quick, Game Boy. We're 25 minutes in, and for the first 6 or 7 minutes, they were just beating up on wolves.
I told you up to NG, Lord of the Synth rolls very quick seeds. I told you this.
So far, it's living up to the potential sub-hour speed. Now we'll see how many levels they have to grind at the end, but yeah, so far they're making quick work of the exploration here. 80 hit points, doesn't seem like the Death Necklace is going to be too important yet, but they already have that as well, so that's one more way that things could end a little bit quicker than normal.
Well, you did mention that I won this, I won the standard tournament twice.
Oh yeah.
But you are a finalist, so you know that the very next level could feature like 55,000 hit points or something like that.
I've seen plenty of those for sure. Yeah, it's interesting just how much that can vary. It is quite randomized. Back in Garanham goes Angel, maybe to just refresh some herbs and get an end stop here. He was quite low on MP. Notice that he didn't take the death out of the grave to set up any sort of grind. So he'll just keep an eye out probably for the large shield if he ever finds Cantlin. There's 3 shops there, and he'll just be done with it.
Never forget a dragon scale purchase. I mean, 2 defense isn't much, but it could mean the difference between damage breaking a monster you don't want to deal with.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes time for Sharlock time, damage breaking monsters, and also nowadays it could mean repelling those monsters and making your Sharlock dive that much faster, right? So it's definitely significant.
This is gonna catch Tristal up in a real hurry. He's about to find Garanham as soon as these snowmen get out of his way.
Yeah, Garanham has the harp in the within the town, and then behind there is a dungeon, which I don't remember if there was actually anything in that dungeon of note, but maybe the
Erdrick's armor. It was Erdrick's armor.
Oh, the armor was back there, yeah. So this will catch Tristal up for sure in terms of exploration, and he is still maintaining that 900-point lead, Game Boy. So if Angel takes a while finding this token, it's going to give Tristal a good opportunity here.
Yeah, and I still give the exploration advantage to Angel. He's been working very hard, and oh no, werewolves with heal more.
That's always frustrating because sometimes you can one-shot them with Hurt More, but when you don't, they heal more up to their max, which means that another Hurt More won't do it. So then it's like a whole rigmarole. You got to attack them and take some sort of counter attack and then use another Hurt More, so you're spending all sorts of MP, taking damage. Yeah, definitely annoying to see that.
Notice we have yet to receive Heal More at level 11, and notice how much our 2 runners really don't care at this point.
Especially Angel, because he has the armor, which means he can walk through all these swamps with no damage, and he's heal walking while he gets the exploration in. So Tristal will enjoy those benefits in a couple of minutes once he clears out the first portions of the dungeon here.
Ah, look what Angel's run into. He's run into an green dragon with sleep.
Sleep and nothing following it up. Yeah. Oh, just the hurt spell. Not too bad.
I'm so hurt by that.
Just a little bit of a time sink. That's all. But he takes him down. That's some pretty healthy experience. They're worth the aggravation.
Yes, folks, we do have memes for every single dragon in the game, so we'll get to those as the dragons come up, but for now, we see Tristal finding the
I'm so
ring.
glad to have you with me in commentary for when we see the Blue Dragons Game Boy. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we haven't run into one yet. I'm disappointed. we have to hear your call, Up2NG. We have to hear it.
That's your. I think you invented that pretty much, didn't you?
Ish. Yeah.
So Angel is actually going to make this walk around to the old man here to do some healing. I'm not a big fan of this walk here, but if there's no other option, and it's hard to actually take Death Warps when you have Erdrick's Armor equipped, so he at least was able to use the return spell to kind of shortcut his way back out.
This is my favorite part of Dragon Warrior Randomizer, when you run into a Demon Knight in a dungeon, and then you're like, huh?
Yeah,
what's the monster? Oh my goodness, 23 power. Woo!
Oh, we're getting close to go time, just like that, guys. Not there yet, but that's a lot of movement in the right direction. The HP is still a little bit too low as well, and we'll need a little bit more power, but yeah, maybe we're not going to level 19 after all.
Yeah, we'll see, but, you know, I mean, I've said a lot of really nice things about Lord of the Synth, but we haven't, it's not official yet.
Well, you know, we do have other races scheduled for later this evening, so maybe he intentionally tried to get this one over with before the next one starts, right? So we can all enjoy the rest of the races.
Yeah, we'll talk about those as we enter the grinding phase, if we get a grinding phase. But we see Angel finding Hawksnest and might be delighted into what he's about to run into.
Yeah, won't be so delighted that there's going to be a nothing burger on the search spot. He's been looking for this token now for about 10 minutes. But yeah, definitely a nice, easy monster for him to encounter here. It's the Armored Knight. And Tristal also deciding not to Death Warp and potentially grind out of the back of this dungeon here. I'm going to assume that he got the Erdrick's Armor out of that dungeon. So
yes, that's correct.
He's all set with the Erdrick's Armor. Angel is going to repeatedly fight this Armored Knight, at least until maybe he gets this level up. I think it's just this one more battle. Yeah, he'll get enough from this battle to get level 12. And then we'll see what he wants to do after that. But no, did he miss? He must have missed with the hurt more. Oof.
Yeah, he might have, and they also
just don't have heal more. So yeah, if you're not healed up all the way or whatever, yeah, you have to kind of outlast the fight. Well, no level 12 yet for Angel. Not sure if he's gonna bother going back there. Probably just wants to find that token ASAP.
Yeah, but look at the experience lead. It's only 573 now after this Armored Knight kill by Tristal.
Yeah, Tristal spent that time going through Mountain Cave, which I guess probably didn't have very juicy monsters in there. So kind of while he was doing that, Angel took down some big monsters, caught up a little bit on the experience, but we're going to get an item upgrade here for Tristal and Angel.
Yeah, as Ferran Burgundy would say, dual Staff of Reigns in stereo.
In stereo, virtual high five. And they will go their separate ways coming out of here, I'm sure. Yep, just completely opposite directions.
Now, we noticed that a Fairy Water was picked up a while ago by Tristal, as he picks up a small shield. Up2NG mentioned at the top of the broadcast about how Fairy Water does something now. It deals 9 to 16 damage to a monster. It's basically the equivalent of the hurt spell. And that can be used against the Dragon Lord later on, depending on how the strength turns out.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to hit, and it'll always do 9 to 16, except for this monster, which we see on Angel's side, the Metal Slime, still will only take 0 to 1 damage from the Fairy Water. But everything else, including Dragon Lord, can be damaged quite significantly by that. That's one of the new features of this randomizer. I think it brings it in line with how some of the remade versions of the game, right? They have that feature in some of the remakes, so
yeah, that's
not
correct.
totally out of left field. It's a thing.
Nope, you didn't make it up. It's a real thing.
And it's actually causes a lot of additional strategy considerations, like you said, for the Dragon Lord fight. Also, in the beginning of a lot of seeds, it's very valuable in order to just get off level 1. So you can find a magician or a ghost or something, pretty much one-shot it for some early experience. And if it turns out that you don't need the fairy waters for damage, you can still use them for repel. A lot of times people load up on them in order to dive Sharlock, and then they get a level and realize they no longer need it for damage. But it helps them repel monsters, and we also have the repel works in dungeons now, which in the original game it did not. So yeah, fairy water much more valuable now.
Yeah, if you notice on an Angel FM side, he knocked, after that level 12 with that 23 power gain, he knocked out a Demon Knight in just one shot. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, and yet this Metal Slime still 0 to 1 damage. So frustrating.
Yeah, well, that's not going to change until like 135 power or something like that. See, I've won 2 championships and I don't really know all the numbers.
It's in the ballpark. This Metal Slime sticking around. It is worth 255 if he can get 1 more point of damage on it. Just if you can stop missing. There it is. 255 for Angel, and we're back to only about a 600 point lead experience-wise. And yet, things are kind of evened up with the Exploration Game Boy. They both have the staff and the stones now, both looking for the token. And I think it's mostly the same places that neither of them has seen the Tablet Cave or the Stones of Sunlight Cave, right? Or Cantlin.
Yeah, I believe that's all.
They might all be together somewhere, and neither one of them has found any of those.
Level 13 with a modest response speed gain to bring their defense up to 78. Gonna damage break everything up to Demon Knights, I believe. So that's a nice little boost, at least for Tristal anyway. He really wants that
he's
large
got that
shield,
small shield, so it's the four extra defense points, right? That could come into play if there's no large shield in the seed, which I think they've been checking the shops, and we haven't seen one yet. So if there's not one in Cantlin, they're going to be settling for the small shield. And in Angel's case, he hasn't even bought the small shield yet. So
either that, or one of them's going to take the risk and do that death necklace
that big grind to get the silver shield. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I see that happening here. This seed seems to be going so quickly. 37 minutes in, and it feels like it's almost over. Another Axe Knight, about to get one shot by Tristal. Almost.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. They might have an extra incentive to do such a grind like that, because what's the difference between a small shield and large shield? Damage breaking Demon Knights and damage breaking Axe Knights.
With Silver Shield, you mean? Yeah.
Exactly, meaning repelling
20 defense with the Silver Shield.
Meaning repelling them out of Sharlock, meaning a faster Sharlock dive, potentially.
Oh yeah. No, the Silver Shield's been made to be more valuable with this flag set, with the potential to repel in Sharlock. It's very significant. It's just that it's going to be a pretty slow grind if they want to do it in this seed. It's 14,800 gold pieces. They can get about 100 to 128 at a time, I want to say.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Something like that. It's a number to another number.
Something very small compared to what it usually is if you're doing a gold grind. So, gonna top off on keys here at the back shop here in Tantagle and revisit the second continent potentially for Tristal, unless he wants to go back to the grind tile there.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss myself. I mean, I'm not all that great with map exploration, but I'm a bit of a loss as to where Cantlin might be, and I like what Tristal's doing, and gonna recheck the second continent. Maybe there is a nook and cranny in that.
Because it seemed like a very small area. There's a couple of locations right away. This town here, there's a cave off to the west, and then I don't know. I felt like they had full cleared it, but maybe this area up here hasn't been explored.
There's a wizard. There's a wizard. I know that much.
And they are easily beating Wizards right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's been anything that can stop them now. Aren't they pretty much invincible? I haven't seen any DL2
Ooh,
Wrath.
what's that cave?
And no Sharlock enemies have sleep yet, to my knowledge. So we haven't seen them all. I don't think we've seen a single red dragon or blue dragon yet.
Oh, Tristal's found the grave, and he's not going to find much there. So this is going to give Angel a chance to catch up in experience here.
Yeah, very interesting. I don't even remember how good the monsters are in this dungeon. So yeah, this will take a couple of minutes. He does have repel, and he is repelling probably most of the monsters in here. So it won't be too long. But yeah, this is Angel's opportunity here.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to take about 2 minutes to go through here, but I mean, he is repelling it, so he's like getting
I
on
think
with
Angel's
it.
about to do the same thing. He's like, where are these last places? I think he's going to the second continent also, figuring like maybe the first continent is completely cleared now. So they're both doing this. They're going over to the other side to see where these last couple of places are.
Zarnax, one of our administrators of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community, has a very good point. Tristal does have outside, so unless he wants to die in the grave and try to go for that silver shield grind, he's going to be in and out in a real hurry.
I don't even see anything in here that can kill. Oh, the Stone Man is here, I guess. Okay. So if he wants, he actually could get death, but I just don't think they're going to do that at this stage of the game. He's already got the small shield. The agility is pretty good, so usually when you have strong agility, you don't really need the silver shield as much. It would be helpful, but I think that he won't go for it. And just like that, he's down to the last chest. So yeah, with repel in dungeons, this grave dive does not take as long as it used to. And outside has been cast. And Angel, is he just tanking on this Stone Man, trying to take it down with no heal more? Wow.
I think he's visiting the grind spot, actually. The Stone Man's grind spot.
Yeah, Stone Man has hurt more for sure. And we don't have heal more yet. So that's kind of a tough battle if it doesn't stay asleep. They're highly susceptible to sleep, but that doesn't guarantee that they'll stay asleep by any means.
Now, I don't know if Angel has checked out this area yet, but doesn't look like much east of the grave or south of the grave yet, or anything.
It's still the two caves and Cantlin, right? I mean, they must be all clumped up right next to each other.
Meanwhile, Velu V
we have a
in
princess
chat.
rescue preemptively by Angel, which is what I was mentioning before was a possibility when Tristal was in here. Sometimes if, it comes down to this situation where Cantlin really is one of the only paths toward the token remaining. There's a couple other places where it could be, but I kind of like this just in case, maybe he gets low on resources, cast that return spell again, just takes her home. You never know what those coordinates are actually going to be. It could be terrible.
I believe we have just found everything we need to find. There it is. That's the tablet cave, and well, no, we haven't found the bonus cave, but we definitely have found Cantlin.
Yeah, so questions will be answered here in about a minute. Takes about a half minute to get this chest.
Is your name? What is your quest? Up to NG, I'm going to throw you off the bridge here in a minute if you don't answer.
I'm not sure what is being referenced. I think I'm missing it. As soon as I find out, I'm
you've never watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I figured it was that. I figured, yes, but I don't remember the
average
lines.
velocity of an elated swallow?
Oh no! Great movie. It's actually, now we're in the era of all this Netflix and all this stuff. It's probably time to go hunt that movie down again now that it's just probably available somewhere. So that's cool.
Meanwhile, we have yet to find a large shield. This is the last chance. Oh, there was. Go buy that large shield. You do it, Tristal. Good job.
He finds the large shield. Nice upgrade. Nothing of note in the tablet cave, if I recall. So now he is going to go for these coordinates.
Yeah, so now all Tristal needs
and if there are coordinates, it has to be the token, because we have everything else that could be on it. But no! No coordinates, guys.
We have to find the bonus cave. I think that's the only thing left.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing that they had to find every single place in order to get everything they need.
Wow.
And that princess rescue is going to turn out to not matter so much since there are no coordinates. Now, he didn't actually go through the trouble to return her yet. So he is going to, if he doesn't end up doing that, that'll save some time. But he's going to carry her around for, you know, the foreseeable future. Kind of going in the same direction, right? Isn't this eventually how Tristal got to Cantland? You had to go up through these hills on the second continent.
Yeah.
Further east.
There it is. Is that bonus cave?
I think
that's
so,
it.
yeah. This is the end of the continent. All right. So Tristal
right.
is in grind to go. So Angel had 2 of the items to Tristal's 0. And now Tristal gets all of the items before Angel was able to get this token. Wow.
So now what is his play? Is he going to go for Stoneman? Is he going to go for Armor Knights?
While that was happening, by the way,
Angel
has taken the experience lead while Tristal was busy finding that and digging out the tablet cave and all that stuff. So it's still a close race. If Angel finds this cave quickly, it's going to be close because he has amassed about a 600-point lead of his own. He was behind this whole race. Now, just in the last minute or so, Angel in the lead, but Tristal has the items. What do you think, Game Boy? I feel like if Hawksness is at least relatively close to something, that's a pretty good grind, right? The Armored Knight. Yeah, you're strong enough now where you can attack and do 1 hurt more, because you have 120 attack power already. You don't need to double hurt more of that.
Yeah, this has to be 50-50 because I'm guessing that. Well,
the Stoneman has.
Oh, I know why he did that.
As well. Okay.
Yeah, stop spell. That's why he's going for these Stonemen. Yep, there he goes. He takes absolutely not damage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often it has hurt more. I've seen a lot of hurt more come from the Stoneman, but if it has like 50 or 75% stop spell, then this will be a grind where he might never have to go back to the inn. He might just get whatever level he needs right now. Even if it's kind of slow on a per fight basis, the less trips you have to make back and forth to the inn really saves a lot of time.
Yeah, I think this is like 50 stop spell, 75 hurt more. We're gonna have to ask our tracker CyberDark86 to show us that, but
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that
right now.
That'd be cool. Seems to be pretty spell happy at any rate. I mean, you could stop spell it.
Yeah, I will.
That would be a waste of resources. Oh, you're right.
I'm a winner.
High stop spell resistance anyway, 11 out of 16. So yeah. Interesting play by Tristal, going with the Stoneman grind. A lot of people usually don't prefer Stoneman grind. It's, 3 or 4 hits to take one down each time. It's kind of a long fight, and it's only 155. But yeah, if you never have to go back to the inn, that's significant.
Oh, here comes Angel. He's about to get the bad news.
Yeah. Now, did he just actually go in and out of Tablet Cave already, or he might still need to do that? Maybe he's going to check for coordinates first, because if there are coordinates, then it has to be the token. So I feel like probably technically that is the better play, is to go and get the coordinates before diving Tablet. But
meanwhile,
either way, he's going to get the news right now.
Oh, we have level 14 for Angel, and I didn't see the stats, but we're about to see the stats on Tristal anyway after he knocks out this Stoneman here. Or we hope, except Stoneman picked him off and is now casting Hurt more a few times here. Oh, there's another one. Oh boy, he's in trouble. Okay, level 14 was 6 strength.
Yeah, we don't need too
Tristal
much
goes
more
down
here. I think 14 might be... Well, MP is a little low. I was going to say with some Fairy Water, you might be pretty close there on 14, but the MP is just really too low.
No, you're going to
we're going to 15.
Yeah, you're definitely going to 15. But Healmore's coming up here in a real hurry, so Tristal's going to get 14 in this next attempt here. And
oh, man, he didn't get it on that? Oh, that's...
No. And there's the bonus cave, so...
that is brutal.
That's the difference.
This is a close race. They are both now in grind and go mode, and it is virtually even on experience. Oh my goodness. And neither runner has actually gone back to the Rainbow Drop Cave to get the drop. Yeah, this is super close now. Angel is actually going to walk back towards the Swamp Cave instead of returning home here. And I think he's also got Stoneman on the mind.
And I believe we've just got our second Kaishin no Ichigeki. We haven't
Tristal
had a
takes
lot
the
of those
lead.
this game. We have not had a lot of critical hits this game.
Not too many.
And then
saving them
commentator's
all up.
blessing.
Saving them up. It's always good to get it as the first hit instead of, the last hit when it didn't really matter.
Back and forth we go for $1 quadrillion in cash and prizes.
Oh yeah.
So we're pretty much in grinding mode here. So I think we should take a moment to talk about the upcoming schedule. So here we go. We're going to start off with Brian Williams and Zarnax. That is that an elimination race? No, that's a.
I thought Brian Williams.
No,
has
that's an
not
upper
lost
bracket
yet.
race. Yes, that's an upper bracket race. That is at 9:30 Eastern Time on Speed Gaming 2. 30 minutes after that, at 10 o'clock on RPG Limit Break, Apex, Corvid, Monsieur Slime. That is an elimination race. That is on RPG Limit Break. High Spirits Restream, Seawolf and Lavkian on commentary. That's 10 p.m. on RPG Limit Break. And on Speed Gaming 2 at 9:30, Archfield, Monk, and Z-Man 050778 on the call on that. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock on probably going to be Randomania, this very channel. We'll see. But Lavkian and our Guy 3745 will commentate Guelph and some guy by the name of Up2NG. And that is also a winner's bracket match. We got a lot of winner's bracket matches coming up here real soon. So what do you think, Up2NG? What's your chances?
That is going to be a very fun race tomorrow. It's I mean, Guelph is, as far as I know, kind of one of the newer runners. Like, I don't even know if he was in the tournament last year. But his SRL results have been so good over the last few months that it's like, I feel like it's a very close contest. I mean, it's going to be a really good one.
And then our final race scheduled right now is on Saturday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. High Spirits and Guy. And I'm afraid one of these two very talented runners are going to be eliminated after this race. It is on the Speed Gaming Network. Smashy and Lost Cards fan on the call. And there's going to be a lot of hype on this race. There's going to be a lot of hype with a lot of these races.
Yeah, that's also a really good one. I definitely want to catch that one. Yeah, it seems like, we're getting into the meat of the tournament. That's like the matchups are just getting better and better. I mean, this one tonight has just been fantastic. Like, we haven't even really talked about just like how perfectly they've both been playing. I haven't noticed any mistakes. It's just, whoever kind of walked in one direction or the other, they found things in a different order, but they've converged back on the spike tile, virtually tied. It's like just such a good race.
Yeah, Angel is gonna need a lot more Kaishin no Ichigeki that he just got against the Stoneman.
Tristal, a few of those crits, now all of a sudden he has a 900-point lead again.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing until level 15, 2 Stonemen from now over on Dristal's side, anyway. Really nice to see level 14, though, with Heal More. So, yeah, really can work on perfect grinds here from this point out if we need to go to 16. We're about to find out.
Yeah, they're both kind of even on how much MP they have in the tank here. It's definitely advantage Tristal. He has eked out a little bit of a lead here. It's probably like a 1.5 to 2 minute lead. Stoneman is probably giving him like 400 points per minute or so. And it feels like 15 is going to be the level. Let's find out.
Oh, this is so borderline. 128 attack power.
2 extra
He's going to go
mores.
and do another one.
2 extra heal mores. I think that this is probably winnable here with the fairy water strats.
You're shooting 7 to 14 on just 10 heal mores. I
Yeah,
definitely
no,
can
I know.
understand why Tristal's doing one more.
Yeah, I mean, the
It
fairy
is
water
so
makes a
close.
significant difference. It is very close though. You can't really rely on getting more than maybe one lucky double attack here. The HP just isn't very high, so yeah, super close. The defense power is enough to defense break and repel the lower tier monsters in Charlock. He could even choose to fight his way down through Charlock and hope for some, Star Wyvern and werewolves and wizards along the way.
You know, you mentioned Star Wyverns and werewolves. Notice that the defense power has reached 86. You can damage break those Star Wyverns
That's what I
and
mean.
werewolves
You can go into Charlock maybe and consider fighting your way down and looking for those enemies to kind of pick off because they're not doing any damage to you anymore. And with 93 agility, you could potentially run away from the really unfavorable battles if a little easier than you might otherwise. So it's so close. I mean, he looks like he's choosing to at least use the rest of his MP here, and then we'll see if he gets the level. But
yeah, speaking of, we have yet to see a blue dragon or a red dragon.
Yeah, also, as far as fairy water strats go, Game Boy, I don't remember like if Breckenary was anywhere like reasonably on the way. You'd have to kind of make that trip back over to Cantlin from Swamp Cave, go back across the second continent if you wanted to go to Cantlin for the fairy water. Charlock is actually really close to home in this seed. So maybe it's just not convenient to go get the fairy waters. I don't know.
No, I mean, where is Breckenary? Yeah, Breckenary was also a long jaunt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So Tristal has decided that he's going to 16, and Angel is about to have that decision right now. So this could be a divergence if he wants to get aggressive and try it on 15. That could be his opportunity to actually get a little bit ahead of Tristal here on a low percent dive.
Nope. Angel didn't even think twice. Fighting more stone men.
Yep, so 16 it is. And
yeah,
they both have the large shield now, so they both have that 86 defense. You are breaking the wizard, the werewolf, the star wyvern, and that's it, I guess, right now. But yeah, if you find a handful of those in Charlock, it could be a nice way to get that last level. I don't know. Stone Man seems to be going reasonably quickly, though. I don't know.
Well, it could be like NES Cardinality and DK
well.
yesterday, right? With the 117 agility, what is that? That would result in 98 defense. I didn't damage break anything up to blue dragons.
Yeah, that was silly. I don't know if I've ever seen agility quite that high. That was amazing. Yeah, you're breaking armored knights at that point, which is super rare on a HP build. Which both runners are today, by the way, as noted by the little plus signs next to the stats. Strength and HP have been emphasized in the long run here.
Yeah. Oh, I know what he's doing. Oh, he's going to the jerk and turning in that rainbow drop. Smart play. Then he's going to go over to Cole and heal himself up and then go for another round here. Or is he going to go to Charlock with 750 points to go?
Yeah. That's what I think is the play here. I mean, it's so close. Like anything, like 2 more power, 10 more hit points. You're good to go. You got to think that it's usually going to be 16, right? It's going to be enough. You're not guaranteed. It could be a total dud, right? But
yeah,
I don't know.
But at the same time, what if 16 gives you like 10, 16 magic points? And
no, he's doing what you said. He's doing what you said. Just healing up and just going right back to the grind tile here.
I swear, I feel like I'm Tony Romo all of a sudden.
Angel is doing the identical thing about 30 seconds later. Ran out of MP. Still has the princess in his arms, by the way. But he's going to go over to the rainbow drop, turn that in, and then get the in. And presumably just go right back to the grind tile. So it's like Angel is just, a minute behind, basically. Just doing all the same stuff, like just a little bit later. It's probably more like 2 minutes in terms of the experience.
So if you remember, back in early July, we had a mini tournament of this game. during the Randomania Super Week on this very channel, and the objective was chaos experience, but default stats, and you could win any way you wanted, which included Three's Company, which means you would send the princess down to Sherlock and say, yes, I'll accept the offer. Oh, I've got the princess. Oh, I win the game. Angel, you can't do that in this one. you actually do have to defeat the Dragon Lord.
So he went and did that, and then it just didn't do anything or whatever. Did he think those flags were on? I don't know.
No. I'm just saying, Angel, you can't just turn in the princess and win the game. You do have to actually defeat the Dragon Lord.
That's so funny. Yeah, right now it's every once in a while this does happen though, where I mean you can take her all the way to the Dragon Lord because like what else are you gonna do if you're not gonna die? You're certainly not gonna take the time to turn her into the king. So there's just lost time at that point. So yeah, it's amusing.
Meanwhile, in chat, Roddy Sniper is suggesting that the princess could take at least one hit, which is like Earthbound strats.
Is this going to be
power, 7 HP? Oh, it's even more borderline. Oh, this is great.
Now, did that MP that MP did not give them an extra heal more? The 2 MP.
No, but it gave a much higher chance of a double hit, and it also damage broke green dragons. This is going to be a crucial point in this race.
It's still like, again, you can get a little bit better with the Fairy Water strats, but not that much better. Like Fairy Water, I guess, is equivalent to having about 134 attack power or something like that. So you're not doing that much better on those, 4 or 5 turns with only 10 heal mores. It's like, ugh. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I think you are favored now to get at least 1 double attack. Like you said, 119 HP is a nice cushion, but ooh, I'm very curious if Angel's going to go for it on 16.
I'll say that you definitely need a perfect dive down Sherlock. You absolutely cannot lose a heal more.
Yeah, but you have the agility to do that. Now, you don't know how terrible it is in there, but I don't know. 97 agility, what more do you need, right? You're going to get to the bottom.
Yeah, most likely, unless like every zone has red dragons.
And we haven't even seen red dragons yet, right? That's always a little scary. Who knows what they have up their sleeve?
Yeah, Guel35, your opponent in your next race up to NG is saying that you're gonna need a lot of doubles, and you're just gonna need a lot of luck. So totally can understand why Tristal's going. I'm still going to be very curious to see if Angel goes.
with no Fairy Water, this just isn't quite enough stats. With Fairy Water, I'm still a little shaky on how much to factor that in. But yeah, with only 10 heal mores, if you're just going to go with 130 attack power, I just think this isn't quite enough, which Tristal agrees. He's going to 17 here. It's, again, since the Stone Man isn't really hurting them very badly, it's a pretty quick trip to 17. He just needs about 1,200 more points. I think they're looking for 12,000 even, so he's halfway there already.
Yeah, I think Angel's decision is going to come down to whether he thinks he's behind, and he might, because it took him a really long time to find another location in the search for Edric's token.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he had the harp and the stones at like 18 minutes in, and then for half an hour he was basically looking for the token. That was brutal. Sometimes that happens. The map can just be the biggest difficulty in some seeds.
Yeah, we're now down to about 1,000 points to level 17. Here comes the big decision by Angel FM. Will he go? Will he not go? Will we watch the news tonight? I don't know. I don't know. That was terrible. That was a terrible joke.
Well, we said we were going to 19 in the beginning, right? But that would require some really bad levels now. Angel doesn't seem interested in going at 16, so advantage Tristal once again.
Yeah, definitely. And ooh, now of course, will Angel possibly gamble by leaving early when he runs out of magic and then go down Sharlock at 17 in hopes of getting a big strength boost. The possibilities are still, they're narrowing, but they're not zero.
Yeah, depending on if you think it's faster to be getting experience along the way rather than this dedicated Stoneman grind. Stoneman usually is considered to be like a slower grind than some other options that could be there.
Well,
This
I'll tell
particular
you
Stoneman is favorable because there's no in trips, but it's only 155 at a time. Another crit though, that'll speed things up.
Yeah, Tristal actually got a 1024 to 1 double. Kaishin no Ichigaki.
Double, all right. Little Tris luck never hurts.
That's right, double.
So the lead is extended now to about 1,500 points, just with some of the encounter luck here. Basically, they're doing the same strategy. It's just been going slightly more smoothly for Tristal.
Now, Rowdy Roddy Sniper has a point. Angel Scott is approaching 11,000 money. Getting pretty close to Silver Shield range here.
That is true. They've seen it in a couple of places. I still don't think they're going to end up getting it because Tristal's about to get 17 here on this Stone Man. I predict this is go time. I was wrong twice already, so third time's the charm here.
And Tristal mows down another with a what is Kaishin's in stereo? 2 more power, 3 speed. Oh, 13 HP. It's over. It's over. We have the death necklace. Game over.
It is go time, everyone. Go time.
Oh, Angel, the clock is running. All right, so it's pretty much Tristal needs. He might have a heal bar to burn.
So these numbers actually work even if you didn't use the death necklace, but I think using the necklace is slightly better. And yeah, there's just no doubt you got to go for it here. 100 agility. What more do you need to dive through Sharlock? You never know how terrible the monsters are going to be in there. We're about to find out. There's at least 2 that we've never seen yet in the seed, right? The blue dragon and the red dragon.
Yeah, and now, fortunately, you have about a 55% chance, give or take, of running away from a red dragon, so it's favorable, closer to 60 if you run into a bunch of armored knights. Well, here we go. We're going to find out right now. Oh, there it is, armored knight. Here we go. Here we go.
And he started off by casting Repel before using the Inn, right? So we won't see any of the lesser monsters for probably this whole top floor. But so however many encounters he gets, they'll all be unfavorable ones. And it looks like the Armored Knight is out in full force here. It's going to block him a couple times, but you got it. It would be pretty unlucky to have to use a heal more here.
I'd like to remind you.
And HP.
I'd like to remind you of a race I had against Silverfire last year, and where I ran into like 11 armored knights or something like that, and I failed to run 16 times, and I had almost 110 agility.
Oh yeah, it can happen. Those 2 monsters, the Armored Knight and the Red Dragon, and there's the Red Dragon on the same zone. So top zone is unfriendly. So far, Tristal is making quick work of it, though. And a few steps away from the stairway, which will be a new set of monsters now. Here he is. He made it.
Hey, Stoneman is perfect. I mean, that is a perfect monster to run into if you're going to get an encounter, even though he's failing to run away. But hey, this is the perfect time to run fail.
It's going to give him 17, so that's how close it is. He's about to be in Sharlock within the next 20 seconds or so. Right on.
Maybe a little bit longer than that. Tristal's going to be on the 4th, maybe in the 5th floor by the time Angel gets into Sharlock.
Making quick work of this zone. The Repel, I think, the fairy water that he used, probably a lot of smaller monsters here. Oh, it's a blue dragon!
Oh, come on. You're not going to beat the blue dragon? Well, I tell you what, though, Tristal was smart to keep a fairy water in tow. He was able to mow through the all these floors, and really even the weaker monsters, I haven't seen anything special out of them. Yeah. So, I mean, this is Tristal's in real good shape.
There's the bottom floor as Angel enters the top floor.
We're looking at 10 to 21 damage on 11 heal more. So unless he gets really unlucky, he's going to be in great shape.
Yep. So to use the Death Necklace or not use it, that's the question. You'll be down to around 98 hit points, I want to say. Maybe 99. And
oh boy, Tristal's heart that nearly stopped with the Star Wyvern with sleep and fire, but fortunately it was baby breath.
Wombo combos are always a problem, especially if you're down in the bottom floor already. That's like so much time lost.
Yeah,
and they keep blocking him too. Oh, it's so brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, he's well, now 3 for 5 on run blocks, so
what is this Guardian gonna be?
Well, I don't know. We're not gonna find out if he keeps getting picked off here, but fortunately he's got a full allotment of herbs. He's also got a high encounter rate.
Angel already out of the first zone. He's in the middle floors.
That's a beautiful monster to run into, the Axe Knight.
Doesn't have any abilities in this seed, I don't think, so sometimes you can two-shot it and just move on. Probably has a full stack of herbs here. Will he use the necklace? Possibly during the fight. Maybe not use the necklace. You could win without it here as well, so let's see.
I do think you would have a higher chance, and there it is. Yeah, I think you're going to have a higher chance with the Death Necklace, but the reason they're using the Death Necklace now is so they have the maximum HP count for the Dragon Lord fight, and I believe you can herb through this to get a higher HP count.
Yeah, well, you can herb in order to, yeah, you can get the high HP for the end of DL1, but then it will chop you down if you're way over. So he doesn't actually quite get it, but let's see, he might still get.
Yeah, got a double
barely got it. Nice.
32 to start. So again, oh no, but he got a terrible heal more, and he's gonna have to burn 2 in a row.
Okay, so it's basically like not getting the opening double on the Dragon Lord 2 fight, which happens if you get ambushed. There's all kinds of ways that you can end up not getting 2 attacks. Still nothing to worry about here from Tristal. He is up to 142 attack power with the Death Necklace equipped. So now we're talking about a range of 10 to 21, as you said. So
another weak heal more, but got away with it. Oh.
That is the downside of getting your HP down under 100, because that comes into play now, where occasionally you might have to double heal if you get unlucky. That was a good heal more, so hopefully he's out of the woods.
Yeah, I got 5 heal mores to go, and I'm afraid that I've lost count here because I should have gotten my pen out.
Yeah,
so
I haven't seen too many like 10s or 11s, so I think that he's just fine with damage.
Beta Strep's helping us out. 111 damage is now 131. Yeah, the only thing that's going to prevent a win by Tristal is a miss menu.
Look how fast Angel got through Sharlock, though. He's on the Dragon Lord right now.
But I am afraid that he is going to be out of time.
Yep. Super good race, though. Wow, these two really showed us how to play this game tonight. Really good skill by both players.
Yeah, and another smart play by Tristal. He knew that he was going to get the Dragon Lord the next shot and takes down the Dragon Lord. Wow, an incredible race here tonight. And Tristal is going to win this race with a final time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 59 seconds.
GG to Tristal, the victor tonight, and he will be advancing to the winner's bracket semifinal to face off against Ness Cardinality. So, I mean, if I was psyched to watch this one tonight, I'd be even more excited about that one. That's going to be an epic showdown. Don't want to miss that one. Keep an eye on the schedules, guys. I think it's happening next week, right? We're not still alternating weeks between the brackets. I think we're good. I think next week we're just going to the semis. I think.
No, I think it's 2 weeks from now.
Still 2 weeks for the semis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
more time to ruminate on how good that matchup's going to be.
Yeah, we have some in chat saying, "Oh no, Ness Cardinality and Angel," but this is very old school. This is gonna be a 15 round championship bout, even the semifinals. But oh man, wow. You know what? You better sign up for commentary right now, because this is gonna be a great match. I promise.
Yeah,
you.
that one might even be at an even better time for. I kind of like the 9 p.m. Eastern, so a lot of times this start time is a little shaky for me. I'm glad it worked out tonight, but I know Nest Cardinality typically starts his matches at 9 o'clock, so that could be fun. I think we're 1 or 2 hits away here from Angel, so we're like within like 2 minutes, right? Possibly about 2 minutes is the difference here.
Yeah.
Super good race.
Maybe a little bit more than that, but we will be hearing from Tristal shortly. I'm sure we'll be hearing from Angel as well. Another get out GG's for Angel. He has defeated the Dragon Lord and is gonna take the walk of shame, so to speak, over to Tanagel
With
on
the princess
purpose.
in his arms. Very nice. Take her back to the king.
Yep. And Angel FM will close out in a final time of 75 minutes, 11 seconds. The final margin, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Great race.
Quite chivalrous. We get to see kind of the in-between here, where it's like, if you don't rescue the princess, the dialogue is fast. If you rescue her like ahead of time, there's like a whole thing where she has to walk out from the stairway and it takes a little while. This is like in between. It takes like a few seconds, she gets the dialogue in, but you don't have the walking time, so kind of an unusual finish there. Takes the princess back directly to the king upon finishing the game.
Yeah. Hey, Tristal, good game, and hey, Angel's joining us as well. Good game to both of you, and once again, you have to give credit to Lord of the Synth for rolling another spectacular seed.
I certainly enjoyed it. GG's.
Angel, I think your microphone is muted. Just so you know.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this was pretty straightforward in the end. It turned out that Angel found the first few items very quickly, and then Tristal was about 20 minutes behind on finding those items. But Tristal was assisted by having a significant experience lead, and at that point, Tristal eventually found recovered the gap, and then it was a race to Canlin, and then it became a race to the Vanilla Cave, or I'm sorry, the bonus cave, the Stunlight Cave. So that's pretty much the story of the race. And then it was grinding Stoneman. Everybody was grinding Stoneman. That's not common, is it, for Stoneman grind to be the dominant grind over an Armored Knight grind over in Hawksness? But totally made sense with Stop Spell, huh?
Yeah, it definitely takes a special set of circumstances, but 75% stop spell and very close proximity to Tanagal, with Hawksness being kind of in the middle of nowhere, not really near an inn or any other way to heal magic. So yeah, I think that was sort of the only choice there, other than maybe hanging around Charlock, but I don't think that would have worked out very well with AK-47s and Red Dragons in the opening monster grouping.
Yeah, I mean, usually I dislike doing Stoneman grind very much so it hurts to do it, but I mean, it's just much easier than going to Hawksness at any point.
I can't even think of any questions, guys. You guys both seemed like you mastered this seed. It was everything was flawless. I guess Angel, just in terms of exploration luck there, it seemed to take you a long time to get the token, because it was really the only thing you needed for probably a half an hour, right? So it's like, where are these last few places? And just took a while to get over to that part of the world.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't see that little passage where the mountain was, and decided to go north instead of south there. And yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that went wrong for me. Otherwise, I felt like I played really well.
Yeah, no joke. When I saw that Cantlin had no coordinates, there may have been a few choice expletives. Knowing that was the only possible location I hadn't hit yet was Bonus Cave, but I knew once I saw Bonus Cave that it seriously went through my head. If I found Bonus Cave a lot quicker than Angel did, that could be the difference. That could be one of the only ways that I can really make an impact there, as if I have better luck on that. I think I had pretty good encounter luck in general throughout the seed, though. Not a whole lot of deaths, mostly intentional. So, nothing too crazy setting me back a long way.
Yeah, we were even noting a whole bunch of critical hits you got on the Stone Man along the way.
Yeah, most of them were actually not helpful. When it's the last hit, it takes a few more. It takes like an extra second or half second or so just to get that excellent move sound effect in text when you don't actually want it. But the other times made up for it.
Darn it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Pretty straightforward seed.
Yeah, starting with the sword, it's just one of those things. I think it happens less commonly now that the sword can be like in a bunch of search spots, and there can be, even more things can be in chests now and stuff. So I think it's less common to see the sword in the throne room. But yeah, when it happens, it's like, it's going to be a fast seed. So for you guys, it must have just been like, oh man, here we go.
Yeah, especially too, like if you get the sword early, I mean, I always feel like I need to explore right away when I have the sword, and kind of getting blocked by the swamp, it really annoyed me because there wasn't really any good enemies starting, so you could get a bunch of experience.
That could have been the difference too, then, because I found Zone 1 in the desert southwest of Tanagal, and I spent levels like 2 to 7 just grinding there right at the beginning. That's what they're talking about with, you had the exploration advantage early on, but I hit level 7 super early. And yeah, it was due to that swamp just surrounding everything. We started with 15 hit points, so there's not really any getting through that swamp. Even after learning the heal spell, I felt like it sort of wasn't worth it. And there were skeletons, warlocks, and wolves over in that zone, so it was just perfect.
The other thing I think I saw there was just the slime, and I figured, oh well, this is still Zone 0, so let's go back to where I was.
Yeah, there were a lot of Drakis in Zone 1. There might have been 2 copies of it, but
it seemed like you had to get way over to the corner there. Like you almost had to be on that bridge, right? Like
I was literally walking on the bridge to get the encounters.
Like 2 tiles where you found the other zone there without having to go all the way through the swamp like Angel was doing. Yeah, in the first few levels, you didn't have HP really. So like fighting a wolf after taking 4 or 5 steps through the swamp was kind of difficult because you lost half your HP just getting through the swamp. So yeah, finding that little zone where you could get over there without having to take damage first, then I think that helped you in those first few levels until you got some HP.
Yeah, for sure. I think the exploration advantage gets a lot better if you find things like keys, because Rimeldar was not too far away, but the other huge thing is Erdrick's armor, and that was super far away. So I wouldn't be surprised if Angel found the armor first, but it was, it wasn't like you found it in 5 minutes or something like that. So
yeah, he definitely found everything first except for that token. It was just like it's all he needed for a really long time was the token. So it was one of those things, yeah. But at the same time, the experience lead, there's something to be said for that as well. You were able to plow through the map probably a little bit easier, being a level or 2 ahead. So yeah, it was a really good race. I mean, once you both got into grind and go, it was like almost even. So it's really really fun to watch.
Nice. I'm looking forward to watching the restream.
Yeah, and you, I guess, Angel, you're going to be going to the bonus bracket to do some more damage. I think Bobski is your next opponent. Bonus bracket quarterfinals. What do you think?
Bobski's been playing pretty well as of late, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I wish I would have won this so I could have gotten Nest card, but I'll see him soon enough.
Nice. And Tristal,
wow, we got Joe.
Is he part of the Revenge Tour?
I hadn't actually figured that out. I was hoping to get Game Boy's assistance on that because there's been so many Dragon Warrior tournaments. I think, though, that I'm probably 0-X against Nescard in tournament play, and the beatings have just given me stress-induced amnesia as to how many times he's beaten me in these tournaments. But we'll see. I mean, obviously, the Tristal Revenge Tour is on, so I got to give it my best.
Yeah, meanwhile, Angel's being Joe Namath over here. It's just saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to find NES card now. I'm going to win.
I don't blame him. Could still end up facing him eventually, right? You gotta look all the way to the end. Never know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do my part and put him in the losers bracket for you.
I appreciate that, Tristal.
Wow. Final thoughts, everyone?
Just a really good race by both runners. I mean, I feel like I was saying before, it was like you guys were showing us how to play this game tonight. It's super good. Fun to watch.
Yeah, just as always, thank you to all the staff and everybody doing the restream and commentary and tracking and all that fun stuff. We really appreciate all the work you put into this.
Yeah, and I'll echo the same sentiments that Tristal said. The tournament's been fun so far, and still looking forward to playing some more.
I pretty much have nothing to add except just want to take this time to, well, I guess I will be duplicating what everybody said. We want to thank our restreamer, Lord of the Synth, lead restreamer of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. And we also want to thank CyberDark86, who has climbed up the ranks and is now a community administrator with the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community. And also my co-commentator up to NG. Well done. It's been a pleasure as always.
Absolutely. I don't know if that other race is actually live yet. I feel like if we stretch this for like 2 more minutes, they'll probably be live. I don't know. Oh, it's already live.
It is live. So I will be going ahead and closing it out. So thank you all very much for watching. And we will indeed be racing Speed Gaming 2, or rating. Not racing. Well, maybe we will race. We'll race Speed. We already won. We won the race. Anyway, Lord of the Synth has already used the command, so I better shut up. So for runners, Tristal and Angel, for my co-commentator up to NG, restreamer Lord of the Synth, tracker CyberDark86, this is me, Game Boy F9. You've been watching Randomania. Please stay safe and have a great night.